Hey everyone! So look, if you've been thinking about switching to Linux but you're worried about your favorite Windows programs, don't stress, I'm going to walk you through everything today. We're talking full Linux setup from zero. Plus, I'll show you this neat trick to run pretty much any Windows app you want. Trust me, it's way easier than you think. Alright, let's jump in. First things first, picking your Linux flavor. Now, if you're new to this whole thing, I'd say go with Ubuntu. It's super popular. Tons of people use it, so finding help online is cake. You could also check out Linux Mint if you want something that feels closer to Windows, or Pop! OS if you're into gaming. For this guide though, I'm rolling with Ubuntu, because honestly, it just works. Head over to ubuntu.com and grab the latest version. You want the LTS one, that stands for long-term support, which basically means it's stable and they'll keep updating it for years. The download's going to be around 4 or 5 gigs, so maybe grab a coffee while it does its thing. Once that's done downloading, we need to make a bootable USB. Sounds fancy, but it's really not complicated. Grab yourself a USB stick, 8 gigs or bigger, and download this program called Rufus if you re-on Windows right now. Open up Rufus, pick your USB drive, select that Ubuntu file you just downloaded, hit start, and boom, you've got yourself a bootable drive. Now here's where it gets slightly technical, but stay with me. Restart your computer, and you gotta get into something called the BIOS. Different computers have different keys for this. Could be F2, F1, 2, delete, whatever. Usually it tells you on the startup screen. Once you're in there, look for something called Secure Boot and turn that off. Then find the boot order settings and put your USB at the top of the list. Save everything and get out of there. Your computer's going to restart and boot from that USB stick. You'll see the Ubuntu screen pop up with a couple options. Click Install Ubuntu and let's get this party started. Pick your language, whatever you're comfortable with. Keyboard layout, just leave it on the default unless you've got something special going on. When it asks about updates and software, tick both boxes. One's for downloading updates while it installs. The other's for third-party stuff like graphics drivers and Wi-Fi. You definitely want those. Now pay attention here because this part matters. Installation type gives you 2 main choices. If you want to completely ditch Windows and go full Linux, pick Erase Disk and install Buttheads Up. This wipes everything on your hard drive. If you want to keep Windows around, which I'd recommend for your first time, go with Install alongside Windows. This is called dual booting, and it's pretty sweet. You get to pick which one you want when you turn on your computer. Use that slider to decide how much space each one gets. Hit Continue. Pick your time zone, create your user account with a password you'll actually remember, and that's it. The installation kicks off and takes maybe 15 to 20 minutes, depending on your machine. When it's done, it'll ask you to restart. Pull out that USB stick and let it reboot. Congrats, you've got Linux running. When your computer starts up now, you'll see a menu letting you choose between Linux and Windows. Pretty cool, right? Okay, part 2. Getting Windows apps to work on Linux. This is where a lot of people get stuck, but honestly, there's this tool called Bottles that makes it stupid simple. Bottles is built on top of something called Wine, which is like a translator between Windows and Linux. But Wine can be kind of a pain to set up manually. So Bottles wraps it all up in a nice clean interface where you just click buttons and stuff works. Before we install Bottles, we need something called Flatpak. Open up your terminal. You can usually find it in your apps menu or just hit Ctrl+Alt+T. Type in sudo apt install Flatpak and hit enter. It'll ask for your password. Type that in and let it do its thing. Then run this command to add the Flatpak repository. Just copy-paste it from the description if you want. Restart your computer real quick so everything registers properly. Now we can grab Bottles. Either go to their website or just run Flatpak install, flathub.com, use bottles.bottles. In the terminal, say yes when it asks, and it's going to download a bunch of stuff, probably takes 15 minutes or so. Go make a sandwich or something. When it's installed, find Bottles in your apps menu and fire it up. First time you open it, there's some setup that happens automatically. Just let it do its thing. Once that's done, you'll see a button that says Create New Bottle. A bottle is basically a container for your Windows apps, keeps everything organized and separate. Click that button, give your bottle a name, doesn't really matter what, then pick what kind of environment you want. If you're installing regular programs like text editors or whatever, pick Application. If it's a game, pick Gaming. Simple as that. Hit Create and wait a bit while it sets everything up. Let me show you how this works with a real example. I'm going to install Notepad++, which is this awesome text editor that's Windows only. I already downloaded the installer from their website, just the regular exe file. In Bottles, click Run Executable inside your bottle. Find that exe file you downloaded and open it. Check it out. The Windows installer pops up like you're actually on Windows. Just click through it like normal. Next, 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 install, done. And there you go. Notepad++ is running on Linux. Wild, right? Want to try another one? Let's do VLC Media Player. Same exact process. Download the Windows installer, run it through Bottles, install it, and you're good. I can even play videos with it, no problem. Drag and drop works. Everything works just like you'd expect. Quick tip though, your files are in a slightly weird location. If you save something in one of these apps, you gotta go to your home folder. Then look for .var/app/.com. Use bottles.bottles-data, bottles. Find your bottle name, then drive_C, and you'll see the familiar Windows folders like desktop and documents. One more thing, while you can technically install multiple apps in the same bottle, it's usually better to make separate bottles for different things. Keep stuff from interfering with each other. Takes a bit more space, but it's worth it for the peace of mind. And that's pretty much it. You've got Linux installed, you know how to run Windows programs on it, and you're ready to go. Not every Windows app works perfectly. Some really specialized stuff might give you trouble. But the vast majority of common programs run just fine. If this helped you out, smash that like button. Subscribe if you want more of this kind of stuff, and drop a comment if you run into any issues. I'll try to help out where I can. Catch you in the next one.